Cannabis industry is very interesting. A lot of people are getting involved with it. It's exciting. It's the green rush, right? And a lot of people that get involved are actually very passionate, which is great for the industry. So they start building a company, they do all the right things, they learn as much as they can. Maybe they apply for an application. Maybe they're one of the 5,000 in Illinois that are going for that 75 application, right? But what they don't tell you is, what happens when you get that application? Do you have the funding to provide what you need in the time frame that they need you to? Where do you go? You know, there's so many questions out there. You have all this passion and design, but it's really unmarked territory. The first thing that needs to be done is to really understand the environment that you're in, what your company does, right? Think of it as a normal business. It'll help you understand some of those roadblocks that you've put into your own mind that I can't have that, I'm cannabis. I can't do this, it's cannabis banking. Those days are over. If you think with a mind that this is my company, we're providing a good, we are essential, well, in that environment, what would you want? And that's how we operate. You're not always going to get exactly what you want, but in most scenarios, you'll just get a no, right? But what if we gave you a not right now and then helped you get to that point? The first thing is identifying what you really qualify for. Some groups, they can go right to some of these alternative financing options based off their revenues, non-diluted, so they won't lose any ownership, or they can use their assets, their buildings, their equipment. And there are lenders that are competitive that are going to do that without ownership, but not everyone's going to qualify for that, right? So we have to understand that. And if that's not something that's that easy, not every deal is easy, right? But identifying what you need to get to that point is very important, and that's the missing variable. So first case scenario, great, we get you funding right away. But let's look beyond that. What can you do so that the next round of funding can also be secured by what you do from here to then, right? But if you don't qualify for that, let's get you on a program because there are equity options, there are alternative financing options. But with these options, the reasons you might not have had success in the past is because they don't look at just the financials. To get equity, you have to tell that story. So let's put together a plan. Let's look at what your story is. Let's look at who your client base is, what it is that you provide, what makes you different. And let's add that to your financials in a way that they're going to receive it. And let's actually put a human element to this because, believe it or not, cannabis industry, it did not start on just pushing paper, right? It's a movement, and it still is a movement, right? So you have to add that personality between it because anyone with a license in Illinois can sell the stuff. What's going to draw them to you? Why should you get this funding? What makes you different?